And this is where I become professional. Say, welcome back, guys. Babael here. Joining me is Katips. This is Hearthstone Standoff, the second series, and it's between ManaSurge as well as Spectral. It's a 2-3 situation right now. We have both teams at a very intense position, and in case you guys are wondering how this is going to be like before we go there, because the game has started for some weird reason, and Bj0rn versus Viverea. This is going to be the next series, and just like you guys know that this is a play elimination kind of a standoff. So if a team loses with a class, the class is going to be banned from further usage in the entire series, and if a player loses twice, he is eliminated. So the first team to get all four players eliminated will lose the standoff. That said, actually, I believe Katips is kind of left out here. So
Yeah.
I'm actually going to provide you with the information. There we go, and should be okay.
Yep. We can start. I will catch up. No worries at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm coming in. Let's get it on.
Alright, so let's get it on indeed, and we do have a pretty exciting Warlock versus Priest thing there.
This is not a setup I usually see. Warlock versus Priest is not. I don't. Well, it's the bottom line is I don't see very many priests on the ladder, even when I was ranking up. So I saw maybe one or two priests. They were quite annoying, but you know, it's not generally not generally favorable as a lettering class. Tournaments, they can mix it up, as we just saw. Bj0rn's priest just took out Hunter, so it does have potential, especially in a tourney situation where priests can run some funky builds and can run some very annoying cards, just taking your whole deck, taking all of your options, and getting lucky with the draws like from stuff like Thought Steal. So let's see now. So Viverea with a very strong opening, going to 2 Flame Imps in the first turn.
Yeah, and so Katips, because of his connection problem, he's gonna only be able to spectate one side. I will have both sides, so no worries at all. And in case you guys are wondering what the score is like, it's currently 2-3, and in favor of Spectral, of course. And we have a potential Zoo deck versus a questionable Priest deck.
Yep, so it is looking like a Zoo with the presence of a Shield Bearer and a Defender of Argus. So very strong start for Viverea. He already has taken down Bj0rn to 6, forcing him to 24, and having him forced to use a Farseer to bring himself back up to 27. And here we are now. He's thinking of playing some defense now by putting down the Shield Bearer, and he's gonna give 2 more damage to the Flame Imp, giving him 5 damage.
Wow.
And wow, all the
Okay.
things are coming one after the other for the Light Juggler.
Alright.
So.
This is why, apart from the usual quote-unquote Hunted, which is the Sunshine Hunter and the Face Hunter problem, we are looking at Zoo being the second most favorite class in the ladder. It's just so strong, it's so budgety, very valuable deck that we have here, and I really don't think that Bj0rn's gonna have the answer. It's not like he has got 3 Holy Novas to work with, and it's only turn 4, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Viverea with a pretty god draw at the moment. He does have the defense. He got his finisher in the form of the Doom Guard. He's gonna start putting down more taunts with Defender of Argus next turn, and Knife Juggler on the board, which is very crucial with all of these cheap minions. Knife Juggler just gonna keep pinging everything that Bj0rn can put down, and or hit him in the face with all of his knives. So Viverea with a very controlling and strong lead, only turn 3, by the way.
Very crazy and very good. It is definitely good for Spectral, but do note that the classes that are still available for ManaSurge does include the Warlock as well, and that's one of the most flexible classes. I'm not sure if Viverea runs a very good Warlock, but generally you want to give Warlock to a very seasoned player who has got the Molten Giants and the Handlock all prepared, and I'm not sure if Viverea has got that option there.
Yep, so Warlock, of course, has the very expensive option of going with something like a control build with their Handlock, and it's not as expensive as Control Warrior, but it does get expensive with all of the epics you have to run in the form of Giants. So we're not sure if Viverea has all of those options available to him.
Yeah, he's gonna play Defender Argus naked.
Huh. Oh my gosh, that's that's a pretty, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so he
Wow. Okay. Not a shit was given that day, and because of
Yeah.
the defender of Argus, we're now looking at, well, two of the minions on the board for Viverea that's out of range for Holy Nova. He's not afraid right now. He doesn't care, and I believe Bj0rn is probably gonna get eliminated here, which
He almost-
again is gonna mean a bit of a break, because then Bj0rn is gonna have to name his third player,
Yeah. So this
and that would be the
format
last play
is
of the day.
this format is lending itself to some breaks for us because people have to make decisions and change their decks. But yeah, so well, this is looking to be a very quick game. It's almost Murloc speed in turn, where it can dispatch an opponent in turns 4 to 6, and we are looking at lethal on turn 5 for Viverea. So Bj0rn probably quite disappointed. It's kind of a playing a naked defender of Argus is kind of like just laying down on the ground and letting yourself get rolled over. So he doesn't have many options now. So if he doesn't concede, then it's gonna be lethal for him very soon.
It's crazy. I'm actually looking at chat right now, seeing how Bj0rn is kind of doomed in this game. There's nothing much to say about that, but actually there's a very nice and smart comment by CLDW92, and that only tells me that he's about 22 years old this year, and he is saying that ManaSurge is not going to use Hunter until Kiro is fielded, and Spectral is not going to field Kiro unless ManaSurge uses Hunter. So it's pretty exciting to see who is going to do that, and Kiro is the last trump card. Okay, not the last trump card, but it's one of the stronger cards that Spectral has got in their arsenal right now. They have got Yamafuda, who is easily a very strong player, legend player as well, and he's very good. So I'm kind of worried for ManaSurge right now, but I know they have got the EHL1 champ, and that's one sushi for you guys, in case you don't know, and that's the best rogue player in Southeast Asia. So maybe he's gonna make an appearance next. Maybe he's gonna be the last option here for ManaSurge, but whatever reason or whatever decision that they do make here, ManaSurge is definitely not in a very good spot, especially looking at this game here where the priest is getting stomped on, and it's taking years to realize that he's getting stomped on.
Well, you can't. You really want to take your time, but yeah,
to let it sink in and
To
absorb
let
the
it sink
moment a
in.
little bit, and then the next thing the
Razor.
viewers will say that, but the dude has got a Doom Guard in his hand. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell, right?
yeah, that's right.
Right? It's a Doom
So
Guard.
Just letting the salt settle a little bit and accepting your fate. So
Salt,
Bj0rn
salt.
definitely has to start thinking forward
to
to
field
who
next,
he's going to
right?
send next. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Bj0rn, the captain of ManaSurge, by the way, will have to decide who's going to be playing next against Viverea's Warlock deck. Of course, it could transform miraculously into a Handlock, or maybe even a, I don't know what's the other variations of it. Could be a Demon Lock, but it's not very successful. A Demon
Murloc
Lock.
is still your
yeah,
usual
Murloc.
coin flip. Yeah.
Yeah, Murloc, which is also very irritating. It reminds me of Rexel again.
And if Murloc is just as annoying, if not more annoying, as this as the Zoo deck, because
Yeah.
it can just roll stuff pretty damn fast.
There we go, Doom Guard, and Bj0rn tries to concede. He makes it in time, and he saves himself some face there. Well done. And Viverea knocking out the captain of ManaSurge. Now we're looking at a 2-4 score, and Spectral still on top. So I do believe that Bj0rn, on behalf of ManaSurge, is going to decide who's going to play next.
Yep. So that probably means we might need to take a short break before.
Yeah, I hate breaks, so I'm going to try and ask him to make his decision very quickly.
Yep. So just to recap, it is now 4-2 for in favor of Spectral. They have taken out Priest, they have taken out Druid, they have taken out Paladin, and they have taken out, what was the last thing they took out?
Underwind, right? Druid,
Mana-
Paladin, and a
Priest.
Priest, and what's the other one? I have that somewhere. Give me a while. Let me try and
Yeah.
pull up the score in that sense.
So basically, Spectral needs
Warrior. Yeah.
Warrior. Okay, yeah. So Warrior. So they've taken out a lot of options for the side of ManaSurge, and they're just 4 games away from taking this standoff number 2 and establishing themselves as a new team with a big win under their belt. So gonna get pretty exciting. There's still some exciting stuff that could come out of ManaSurge. They could still run their Hunter. They could still run their Rogue. And, you know, anything can happen still at this point. They haven't played Warlock yet either, so anything can happen.
I'm wondering, will Kiro not even have a chance to play again? He did say in the interview that he didn't even have a chance to play in the first standoff, and he was under ManaSurge then. If he doesn't have a chance to play again in Spectral, is he going to form another team?
We could be seeing Team Command and forcing Viverea to lose.
Again? I don't know.
just throw the game, and then
well,
Kiro can come in to save him.
Well, even if that happens, there's always the Yamafuda factor that we need to, you know, just think about.
Yep.
Right, so now it's a pretty awkward moment here while ManaSurge decides again.
Yeah. So tell us more about the events coming up on the Singaporean side, Jay.
Singaporean side, we're looking at Battlestone Campus Game Fest is the next biggest thing that's gonna happen. Other than that, we are also planning for follow-up action going into the later half of this year. But before that, I think the biggest one is in June, which is Campus Game Fest. We have 3 things happening. EGTV is going to bring you lead coverage into Campus Game Fest. It's an offline event in Singapore, 3 days worth of action, 72 hours non-stop action there. So we have a head-to-head competition in which we have all the cards unlocked. You just have to swing by and play. If you win your opponent, you get 1 free card pack. I think that was not confirmed, but yeah, there's some snack prizes there. If not, we give more points. All right, more points is the bare minimum. And the other one is Battlestone Grand Finals, top 32 players. If you're wondering what is Battlestone, just click on the Battlestone button below the stream. Go there and sign up for this week's Battlestone. It's a very unique ranking, kind of a ladder system for the entire Southeast Asia for all the competitive players. So we rank the players by giving them points every single week, and we reward a loyalty points of 100 points past the first Battlestone that you take part in, and it's pretty good, pretty nice system that we set up there. We also have a very interesting country league position there for Battlestone, which I do believe that Philippines is on top with 21 points, and that's not a lot.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
That's a good lead. That's a good lead. It's not a lot, but it's a good lead because winning the first spot gives you 10 points, second spot gives you 8 points. So pretty confident that my fellow Singaporeans can still come back, and we still have Vietnamese inside as well. We've got Malaysians inside as well, and Thai. I do believe that Thailand is at 1 point, and the Vietnamese, the Vietnam players, they are also at 1 point. Kind of interesting to see how they actually ended up in that spot there, but oh well. And maybe they can prove themselves a little bit different this weekend. But Stas, the first winner, is from Philippines, and he is pretty good.